Saturday, June. I can't believe I forgot that. 28th. Wow, that's talk about your senior moments. That was definitely one of them. Hey, I want to thank everybody for showing up. The ones that do show up, it's so appreciated. I know it's a lot to take out of a person's early Saturday morning, but you got to pick a time somewhere to do this. So, thank you. Thank you for taking time out of your day. I'm Rob. I'm the one that does the Creek Report. I love doing it. I've said we lived out here since '09, and the first time we moved out here, I said, I ought to do something like that. Well, I finally decided to start doing something like that. It's an idea I've had. I didn't know how many people would react with it, how many people would enjoy it. It's had good reviews. It's had, people seem to enjoy it, so I'm sticking with it. Now, in the future, will it be a daily thing? I don't know, because it's going to get pretty boring here about July, 1st of August, unless we have a rainy summer, which currently is saying no. I mean, the heat of the day, and then the end of the day, you got thunder showers. Typically, usually, they kind of hit the end of the day after a hot day. So, yeah, we'll see. I mean, I don't want to be kicking it to the curb just yet, but yeah. And just a brief recap from last week. The reason for the greetings and salutations to honor my brother, who's no longer with us. That was his typical greeting. The man was made of steel, but he had poor health. It wasn't his fault. He just got dealt a real rough hand. Um, and also I was a carpenter, or I still am a carpenter, but I mean, I was an active carpenter in the trade for practically 50 years. Um, through the union, I followed my father, who followed his father, so I'm third generation. My son was a carpenter, but he's done good for himself. He's in supervision now where he's at. So, yeah, it's been a family trait so far. I enjoyed it. I love working with my hands. Unfortunately, I didn't do so well when I didn't really take care of myself too well. So, um, when I retired, things were falling apart already. So, yeah, I'm only allowed to work about, or I say not allowed, I can only muster about an hour, maybe two at best a day, and then I'm shot usually. So, yeah, it has its downfalls. I've always said construction workers ought to be treated like professional athletes because they're going to put the wear and tear on their body. Hey, I see we got a couple people following. Thank you for popping in today. It's always appreciated. I was just doing a brief recap. Um, I hope to show my abilities and the carpenter skills, and maybe tutorials on how to do things down the road. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. I hope that's received well. We're going to find out. Hey, for everybody popped in, thank you. We uh, we got a few things that, like I say, that we're going to address with something you can have participation with your young kids or your grandkids, whatever the situation may be. It's little things they enjoy. My granddaughter loves doing things, putting things together, helping pop. And my grandson's only 9 or 1. Got so he's a little early on that. Is it? Hey, once again, everybody, thank you for following in. It's so appreciated. Just trying to build this channel and go somewhere with it, and I'm shooting from the hip. I really don't know what I'm doing, but I'm learning. So thank you. We upcoming projects. Hopefully, we got little birdhouses we're going to assemble with the kid. Well, something the kids can do. Hey, Al, how we doing today? Good, I hope. We got little bitty birdhouses. It's easy. There's no nails involved. Just glue and a little clamping. You can use rubber bands for clamps. I'll show you how that's done in the future. We got little succulent feeder or little succulent holders for plants that they'll be able to help with. Uh, Wavy gang, hey, how we doing? And they Sorry, I got distracted there trying to read and talk at the same time. Wasn't pulling it off too well. But yeah, it's just wanting to really get out there and reach out, see people, give myself a little base for down the road. So, like I've said in the past, something for my grandkids can look to and go, yeah, that was my pop. I know it's, oh, I'm doing good, Wavy. How are you doing? Here Saturday, having a little bit of coffee with y'all, and we we'll get through this. Hey, I'm I had great plans on showing you some things. My wife, Mrs. 5856, really was kind of not rushing me, but trying to help me out the door with ideas. And once you start this, they kind of shoot right out of your head. So, but yeah, I'll show you a couple little things here that we got. That's going to be something simple to assemble. We got these little bucket feeders here. Nothing to it. It's 3 pieces of wood with butt joints and drill some holes. Your grandkids, like I said, the little kids, they love it. They get a little interactive building something. It's always nice. Um, and if you need little kits, I think I'll have those available later on. We also have a, oh, I lost my other piece here. Nope. Oh, daggone it. And we did that one last. There it is. And another little thing, just 2 pieces of wood. They go together as such. And then here, you don't glue this one. You just run a couple little screws in there so you can take this off with that later on. This one here is not finished, but I can give you an idea what it does. Then you get your little jar. It slides in there like such. And then you got your little succulent in there. So this is a very easy project you can do with the young kids. See, oopsie. Okay. Wait, what's my favorite thing to do? Ooh, boy, that's tough. Let's see. I'd have to say that's probably my top 3 things. How's that? Archery. I love target shooting, throwing knives, and slingshot. Those are probably my top 3. I love to go gold panning. That's a new favorite of mine. It's fun to do. It's hard to do on me, but wading through the water in the creek seems kind of natural after living out here for so long. So yeah, I still love those 3. I posted a little archery video last night. I waited all day after the grandkids left to go out and shoot, and then I got down there and got set up, and then got rained out. It started raining the moment I went out there. It only lasted about 15 minutes, just enough to chase me off my own little range. So yeah, that's my favorite. My son blessed me with a real nice bow, and I am just over the top excited about it. What country? Indiana, USA. That's where I'm at. How about yourself? I just continually forget this is worldwide. I'm sorry about that. I I can't just tell you how exciting that is to think about it. That um, Bangladesh. Well, thank you for tuning in, man. We're what time is it there? Heck, it's got to be nighttime there, isn't it? Um, we definitely have a few time zones in between us. I had a gentleman last week that tuned in and said he was from Scotland, but I forgot to ask if it was Scotland, the country, or Scotland, Indiana, or Scotland, Oregon. So I make sure to ask these days. 6:38 p.m. Wow, what a time difference that is. Well, I'm 8:38 a.m. here. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. It's appreciated. Like I say, I'm trying to build this. I don't know where I'm going with it, but I'm trying. I don't know which way. I hope people would comment on things they'd like to see or hear or go from there, because I got stories, that's for sure. I got one, one that Wavy. Wow. And where are you from? Wavy Gamey. I 8:30, so 8:39. That's your Is that AM or PM? Oh, that's AM. Okay, well, good. I get that. There's one time I was in my 20s, I think. I think I was in my 20s. It was one of the last jobs my dad worked on. He was 61, and we had to travel out of town to go to work. Things were pretty scarce around here at the time, so we went to this big power plant job, and we was working there, and it was just monstrous. I mean, it was probably like 10 square mile project, and we was working on the towers, the smokestacks, and stuff. And anyway, I was doing some foundation work in this one area, and Dad was up on the wall working, nailing stuff in. And all of a sudden, he started screaming. Now, keep in mind, my dad was a sailor, and he cussed like one too. So uh, we have got everything you just need to talk about. Loving it, dude. To be great content to see. All right, William, thank you for the info. I appreciate it. Sorry I stopped talking middle thing there, but yeah, he was up there on top of that wall yelling across it at someone, not very kindly anyway. And finally, he turns to me and goes, Robbie, go over there and kick his butt. Of course, that wasn't the terms he used, but so I go around there, and in my 20s, of course, I'm 6'2", and what's your favorite place? Oh, favorite place I've been to? Ooh. Well, I'll tell you, first thing that pops in my mind is the Grand Canyon. I mean, you can look at all the pictures in the world, and it just doesn't do that place justice. You go there. Now, I was on the south rim on the Phoenix, Arizona side. I worked out there in '77, and it's beautiful. I don't know how. Um, Hey, how we doing? I'm sorry I missed you. I appreciate it. But yeah, I went around there, addressed that guy, and say, hey, my dad sent me around here. Like I said, I'm about my 20s. I was 230 and 6'2", in pretty good shape. And he goes, well, what are you going to do? And I was like, that's my dad. I kind of got to, I'm over here to kick your butt. Anyway, we got to talking about it, and my dad had lost a saw, and he swore up and down that guy took it. Well, I got to talking to the guy. Turned out he's a Pentecostal preacher, and he was telling me he didn't have the saw, and I in good faith, was believing him. So Dad turned his saw in as lost, and they replaced it. And like a week later, you had to let your form set up for a week. They had to be watered and covered and all that good stuff. We climbed back up that wall, and his saw was laying right there on top of the whaler. I was like, look what I found. So I was like, you want to turn that on? So I think I got that replacement of saw hanging in here somewhere. But yeah, I was like, I had to teach you to jump to conclusions. But yeah, they, excuse me, I bit tipped my tongue. He was I have a completely different relationship with my father than my sisters did. I worked with him in the fields from the time he made me go to work when I was like 13, working weekends and summers and evenings. And there's many times I come home from school and he'd send me right back out to the job site to clean up after everybody. And then, uh, don't get me wrong, I love my dad. He's been gone almost 30 years. And I still miss him every day. It gets easier. It never gets better, but I think the world of him. He was a very capable craftsman at what he did. So yeah, and he was a character. He didn't take no guff, that's for sure. But I had a lot of things that happened. There was I remember one time we was setting these trusses on a job that we were 3 stories, 4 stories in the air. And when they swing a truss out over the job site, there's always a tag line you can reach up and grab. And he reached up and grabbed that tag line to walk it over in place. And about that time, the crane operator hoisted it up just a little bit. Well, he just kept a walking like he was on the ground, but he was about, I don't know, a foot or two off the top of the wall. It never phased him one bit. He just kept a walking, and finally it set him down. And he just walked right over and nailed it in place like it was nothing. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Uh, Says I'm good at explaining. I appreciate that. I had a few years as a supervisor, and And then it's a very mixed emotion. I run into people who work for me, so we'll leave it at that. I enjoyed that. I loved all the camaraderie on the job sites and everything. It was always a good time. Wavy, hey, how we doing? Uh, I it's it's just well, it's a lifetime of memories. I don't know how to word it any better than that. It's things that I will never forget. What little time I got left on this planet, but and that's just the way it is. I mean, you know, I'm at the 1/3 of my clock's already, or 2/3 of my clock's already gone. So we'll just say it at that. I got a Let's see. I already did the dice last weekend. I'll just do a quick demonstration of a couple different things. These are some yard dice. We did different combinations. I got some red ones I'm getting ready to work on this week. Um, I got oh, I got some of my favorite knives to throw. Um, these are I mispronounced the name horribly, but it's Hidadu. I love these knives. These actually are shaped like knives. They're real heavy. But the only thing I don't like about these, and I'm thinking about putting some kind of protection on the handle, is like when you throw and if they should happen to glance off of one another, you get little sharp spurs and they just dig in your skin. It takes a long time to pick them out. So I'm thinking about fixing it. Your uncle is in the military. Well, which where's he at? What part of the world is he in? Again, I forget. Yeah, let's see. Every year, Bangladesh. Let's see. Um, but yeah, knives are fun to throw. There's so many different ways to go about it. You can do a no spin, which that I guess I could show you the grip. The no spin is this type of grip. Software engineer, man. Well, we need to get together. So I got some questions about how to set my live page up and set it up right. Hey, all those that's happened to be following right now, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You know, it means a lot to me. But we got the no spin throw, which Adam Canetta, he comes on. He always goes, "Hello, my friends." It's a great watch. But then there's the no spin or half spin, I should say. That's that grip, the thumb on the back. So when you release it, it should just rotate one time. Now, the no spin throw, what I've noticed is when you throw it, it does rotate, but typically it's like sideways. And then, of course, there is the just complete rotation throw. I got that one. I can do all three. Am I effective at them? Sometimes not. I do miss a lot, but I am getting better at it. I made my own little kind of dartboard thing set up, and it got them numbered. And if you call out a number, I try to like to roll a couple of dice because it only goes to 16, but I know that leaves a couple of numbers out. But uh, anytime I roll a double, it's like thrower's choice. Oh no, my sound isn't coming through. Thank you. Hang on, let me change the mics. I was worried about that. Thank you for letting me know. Is that better? Is it coming through now? I think my mic might have been getting low. I can't read. Okay. Sound isn't coming through properly. What's wrong with it, sir? Okay. Thank you. Appreciate letting me know. I kind of dropped the ball on getting things charged. William, appreciate it. All right. That mic, but I'm getting low. I brought extras just in case something like that happened. But yeah, the throwing the knives is fun. I kind of self-taught just by watching YouTube videos, actually. And I have had a blast with it. Got several slingshot targets set up throughout the yard. So, you know, any point in time, I usually have it in my hip pocket. Today I was getting up here and kind of scrambled getting things together, so I didn't have it with me today. But uh, also this style of knife, it's Smith and Wesson style, I believe. Uh, yeah, I have several of these. You can get these at any big box store, but like I said, these when they cling together like that, when you're throwing them into whatever your target is, those little shards, yow, they add up. They're sharp. Um, but the slingshot, that is a blast. If you ever shot one as a kid, today you can go to Simple Shot. I highly recommend their slingshots. They got composite made slingshots. They got wooden, steel. They have anything you can want. Um, excuse me, belching there. They also have what I like. They got clay ammo, so it's biodegradable, so you can shoot anything. And if like indoors, I have an indoor target in here. So I don't know how they do it, but it's infused with something, so it's magnetic. You can walk around with a magnet and pick up all the crumbs or whatever. I love that a lot. And like I say, they're great for outside. The only drawback to it is they're made out of clay, so the sphere of the target isn't perfectly shaped. So sometimes the trajectory isn't just right. Um, if you want straightness, you gotta go steel bearings, but I don't like leaving those laying around the yard. You never know what's going to try to eat it or whatever. So, I mean, I do live in the woods, so I don't want to hurt any wildlife. I enjoy watching it far too much to damage the ecosystem we have. But hey, thank you. I wish you the same, sir. And come back next Saturday. I'm going to try and make Saturday morning happen. I do have a conflict of scheduling in next month, maybe September. I think it's maybe August. But Saturday, 8:30, I'm going to try and make this consistent. So please tune back in. It's always appreciated. And thank you. Um, I'm excited about talking to people in different parts of the world. That's always fun for me. Um, but yeah, has any guys got any questions about something you want covered or um I have way too many hobbies. That's why my shop is in chaos. That's not staying here. You're the best. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. You have a good day, sir. Wavy Gaming signing off. I appreciate it. We're Wave Gaming. Yeah. Um, we got this will probably be a short one today anyway, but oh, I said we got 4 people in here. I appreciate it, whoever's there. Got any comment or anything you want to know about, please drop something in. I'll try to do my best to respond. But yeah, I do finished products. Like I say, we got little bird houses. I want to start making kits that I could, you know, email me or send me a message on this uh, network, and I'll get back with you. I haven't got a email set up for YouTube strictly yet, but I will, and I can put that on there. I plan on doing kits. I can do assembled projects. I do dabble in copper metal projects, ladles, spoons, different types of rings, wooden ring in copper. They turn out pretty neat. The one I had is gone. I tried it, couldn't find it. But yeah, it's a fun time. I love being in the shop. Retirement's great. It just takes so long to get here. It's just it's kind of upsetting because you every day is one less day you got in the shop. Hey, I could go on, and then of course uh, everything we got with everything else we got to talk about the creek. When I first started this past spring, I thought, well, I'll try 90 days, see if I can do that. Today is day 89. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I'll talk to you soon, I hope. Um, we but so tomorrow is the 90th day, and I thought, well, I try to go to 180. Just see, 90 was pretty easy to do. If I go to 180, let's see, we're tail end of June, so another 90 would put us in September. So the nice thing about that, we'll get to see. We started this when there was no leaves on the trees, and as we have progressed, the trees are fully bloomed now. And I noticed even the other day, there's a couple of trees already starting to lose its leaves, turn red and drop. So yeah, it's. But I'm thinking if I go ahead with another 90 in a row, then we can see the season change again. We'll be into the autumn stream every day. That will make more views. Well, I'll definitely try that because I've been on the fence about it. I didn't know if people would really be appreciative of that or not. I didn't want to waste anybody's time. Sometimes there's so few views, it gets a little, But anytime you're over 100, hey, that's nice. But yeah, I think because the creek bottom continually changes, the gravel bottom shifts from side to side, and you just never know after a big rain what you're going to wake up to or see in the creek. I think I'll start, maybe that's what I'll do, is start addressing more rocks that I find are located in the creek, because there's some unique ones there. I was told by a geologist that in this area we're in, there's a geode fossilized snail. It's indigenous to this area, because usually most of the geodes we have in this area are just horned coil. I have found some segments of big ones, which is really surprising. But yeah, I'll definitely stream. I'm going to do the weekend every weekend. I'll be better prepared. I just found out how to set it up so I can start right at 8:30 today. So like I say, I'm still learning. When we get through all that, hopefully I'll do better at it. So yeah, the creek changes, and I'd love to have signal down there so I could uh, walk down through the creek with the camera. The only thing I can do is just videos, but I guess that will suffice. And what we can find in there is you just never know. I don't know if I can locate that. My neighbor had found a piece of sandstone. It was kind of triangular shaped. I mean, it was just natural. However, there had been I think it was knee high uh, soda pop bottle that had set on top of it, apparently for some time, because it had left the impression of that, and you could actually read knee high at one point. I think since we found it and took it out of the creek, that has weathered off. But yeah, it was a pretty neat find. My Mrs. 5856 found this other piece of horn coil that kind of the the tentacle. It looked like it had tentacles that kind of wrapped around, made it look like a dragon's claw. That was way cool. Plus, it was kind of tinted dark. That's unusual, mostly because most things we find are kind of brown or yellowish on that color range. Very rare do you find something black or red. There are red, but it's far and few between. So yeah, I think I'll concentrate on some videos more than that, and then along with the projects, and I'll have a couple projects. I was thinking about doing some box joint projects coming up, and that will be fun because I can walk you through building a finger joint jig if someone has the capability or access to a table saw. It's always fun to make something of that range. So yeah, hey, everybody that's popped in, I appreciate it so much. It's always fun. It's always fun to see people somewhat interested in what I do. There, as I stated way earlier, that my grandfather was a carpenter too. He was a jack of all trades, but he was a union, or not a union. Yeah, he was too, a union contractor. But as a child, I used to go down there and spend a couple weeks at a time at his house. And he, in later years, had a giant strawberry patch, and he sold strawberries. And we used to go down there and pick strawberries. I think I ate more than I ever picked, but one time I think he did it just out of spite. He gave me a piece of his chewing tobacco, and boy, I was on all fours, just dry heaving my guts up. But I didn't eat that many strawberries that day. I think that was the purpose of that. So yeah, everybody, I appreciate it so much. I'm going to keep this a short one today. I see we're down to one person, and I appreciate everybody tuning in. So uh, once again, next Saturday, 8:30, we're going to get together. We got an extra day of grandbabies a day, so I'm going to sign off a little early. I don't want to leave my wife with them too long. And have a great day. I can't say it enough how much I appreciate everybody following along. So, with that said, I'll talk to you later. Goodbye. Oh, it says I'm still alive. Oh, there we go. Sorry.